Hi guys, it's release time. So the article is already out there that we have what we've done and all that. So have a look at this one, right? ArcoLinux 2412, and I'm gonna make a video again about Arcoinstall. Just made an update. So there are two projects. There's the project of ArcoLinux, the Arcoinstall, and there is the official one, the ArcoLinux one. This is a guided script. If you boot up ArcoLinux, you can type Arcoinstall and on it goes, and you decide what you install. Then I saw with the issues that we have in November, ArcoLinux did not install with if you selected sound, so pulse, audio or pipewire, either of them, and nothing happened, errors. That led me into investigating into the code of ArcoLinux Arcoinstall and found build ISO. I said, oh, can I build an ISO, right? So from that we have a spin-off. I've looked at the code and I said, why not get something extra in? Why not have ChatWM installed? So by default that's not available in ArcoLinux, right? So the Arcoinstall here does not contain that. Default profiles, desktops. So I've added an extra one to the topic, to the selection. What's more, ArcoLinux is ArcoLinux, but our configurations are on Arco repositories. So I've told Pacman, hey guy, there is more. So we can install any of the packages from ArcoLinux. What's more, if you opt for it, you can add any package from Chaotix AOR or from Garuda, EndeavourOS, or whatever repository, as long as Pacman knows where it is, if it's signed or not, and on you go. You have a system that you can tweak just the way you like it. So in this video, we're gonna focus again on Arcoinstall and say, okay, what if I want to have not ChatWM, but something else? And the something else is entirely up to you. What is something else? Now, on ArcoLinux and on so many other Arch-based distributions, you can do a, let's do first this, yay ArcoLinux tweak, something like that, right? Remember that, ArcoLinux tweak. And on the AOR, you have a version. So if you're not on ArcoLinux, right, you don't have these two guys. So that's there as well. So we have the ArcoLinux tweak tool already installed. The dev version, since I'm writing the code, so developer, and dev is developer, Nemesis also developer. And if we launch it, basically all of these guys, all these Arch things, can use this ArcoLinux tweak tool. One of the selling points of ArcoLinux tweak tool is that we can have desktops by clicking a button, right? Clicking a button is awesome install, and I've got awesome in my machine. So the code to get and grab awesome, ArcoLinux awesome, is already on your computer. If you install ArcoLinux tweak tool, it's gonna go to user share ArcoLinux tweak tool, ArcoLinux tweak tool, not seeing it here, ArcoLinux tweak tool, and there are really thousands and thousands of lines of codes over years of development. What's interesting us is the Desktopper Pi. Desktopper Pi contains our collection of Lego blocks that we like to have awesome. This is the selection for awesome. That's the selection for Perry. That's the selection for BSPWM. I don't know which desktop you like, right? But it's really is a choice. Now this morning I've made a video about Cinnamon. We could as easily take Cinnamon as example. It's beautiful the way it comes out. ArcoNet selecting Cinnamon. It is really super nice and feels like Linux Mint, but it isn't, right? We're an Arch. So they're all decisions that you have to make. What do I personally like in this project, right? Let's stick to awesome. Doesn't matter what we take as example, but this is your job. This is your job. Workflow. So we have the Lego blocks. Control C. You git clone of my project there called Arcoinstall from here. So it's either a zip or a git clone, and I suggest you do a git clone. So this URL, and then go for this code, git clone, and then Control Shift V. You've got it. I've already have, of course, that particular folder that we need to have, and that's going to be in the data. So that's the original one from ArcoLinux. That's mine. Copy paste. Then do melt and see what the differences are. Then exactly, you know exactly what I changed. Not that much, right? Extra chat WM. This is all rubbish for whatever things, but not important. Build ISO scheme. That's it. Those are the changes. Everything is the same. So green is different, but blue is relevant here. Enfin, you check that out. I want to change something in the Arcoinstall. You choose your system. I think I've put it in code, but might be something else there already. Software M is there now. So file, open workspace from file. We have the Arcoinstall, that one, open, and everything is now to Arcoinstall. And in here is Awesome Pie. So let's make this bigger. Let's move you over here. So where are we? We are in the Arcoinstall, right? In there is Arcoinstall. Did not change the folder, doesn't make sense. Keep that. Default profiles, new chat WM, original awesome, and I have a copy paste. Is it still in there? Control V. It's not, right? Go back and grab it. Control C, and then Control V. And this is basically my selection. Now awesome is here as well, so awesome is there as well. But let's make this better, right? I would do this workflow wise. I think I would use Sublime Text and then open up a file. Oh no, sorry, a new file. That one. Control V, yes. Because I know that this particular system, this app, this Sublime Text, I have a left shift and a right mouse click. Left shift, keep it pressed in, and then drag from here to here. Then backspace, backspace, backspace. Voila, done, right? All changed in one go because I need to get to a comma, well, a accent, or you say that, and then a comma, right? So that's there. The comma, yeah, sure. I have to start here at the very end, at this side, shift right mouse click. And if it doesn't work, try again, right? Again. And otherwise we'll do it partially. Yep, we're gonna stop here, I guess. Click, click, accent, comma. All these are okay. Same here. Click, click, comma. How fast is this, right? Do check all the commas and all the accents. Let's see. Don't see any typos, but because Python, of course, or Bash, right? Everything needs to be correct. Control C. That looks like a good code. And I can say Control V, and this is my selection then. The Lego blocks. What Lego blocks do you want? Now, if we save, it's not gonna align it. That's too bad. What I also don't think is here is F9. It is. F9 is working. So F9 is gonna make everything alphabetically, although, right, Alacrity, so it doesn't see that it's, I still have a few things like that, so let's go and make this select, select everything. And in one go, let's use the tap, save. Let's see if it understands that this needs to be an F9. All right, now it's better. So now we get the doubles out of it. Alacrity, Rofi, root. I'm gonna delete the root. Root is bash RC settings. So I suppose everybody has their own bash RC, fish, and ZSH at this point in time. So it's not gonna be installed. You keep yours. Arconet XFCE, yeah, we need it. Awesome is double. Fe is double. So because of the selection of ArcoLinux, of ArcoLinux, we have to check if there are no doubles. But even if you keep a double, nothing will happen, right? But it's good practice. Voila, save, done. So when I build an ISO, I get an awesome pie that's longer, much longer than the original one. I'll have the configuration and the coloring and all that will be nice. Power menus here, Rofi menu is gonna be here, how to render, the menu, etc. Yes, sure. I would like to have something more actually. If you are really, it is a personal project. If it's a personal project, I'm missing some things. -S, GFS, voila. So I often need to go to somewhere else, Samba, to another computer system. So I could decide immediately that if I use Awesome, I also have available SMB. What's more, I also need to have the way to get there, and that is DNSSD. DNSSD. So choices, right? Lego blocks. Do I want the Lego blocks? Do I want cups? Do I want Bluetooth? Add it to the list. Add it to the list. It is your personal ISO. That's the idea. That's the power. I don't think I see any doubles anymore. Actually, would be a good idea if there is an extension to have a checkup. Are there doubles? Enfin, save. What we could do, of course, Control C. People will say, Eric, there he is again, right? I'll do it on my other screen. I'll just launch ChatGPT, right? And I say, check for doubles. Simple as that. But I did not copy paste it over. So this can go, not needed anymore. This is Awesome Pie, Control C, sure, Control V. Are there doubles? Let it work for you. Analyzing. Okay, we'll just wait for it to work, and then, so what we have now is a new, this is gone, that's gone, let's eliminate a few things. So data, we've changed this one. What's the difference now? Compare. In the Awesome department, that's the left one is the original one. That's what we want to have. The Lego blocks from us are more. Yeah, so yes, Awesome is there. Oh, it's here now, right? Awesome, Awesome. Xorg X in it. Sure. GNU free fonts. Never thought I would install that. Okay, fine. Whatever, right? Check out what it is. I don't know. And there we go. Liberation is not really our thing. That's not a font we use. So voila, that's gone again. You decide what's in here. It's a Lego block. It's all it is. And that's it. So the fun is now, if you've done that exercise, is build it, test it. So the Arcoinstall has a build ISO. Let's make the mistake. build ISO, and I've added a little code, right, to remember, oh yeah, we need to be sudo. That's it. Oh, it goes, building an ISO. It's super fast. It's very compact, right? It's the ArcoLinux ISO, but it's with the latest Arch. The latest Arcoinstall code actually, but actually transformed to the Arcoinstall code. When we boot up, when we later on boot up, we'll get the very last fixes, and we get our review, our take on Awesome on Chatawlian. So these two and only these two have now been changed. In the meantime, it gives me tips to do the work. Manual check, automated check. I say you do the check. Let's see. He doesn't want to do the work for me. Oh no, he says so. I see no repeated entries in the package names. Each entry appears unique and does not occur more than once. Alright, that's the go. Eh? So, use your assistant, let it work. If you say, don't trust myself, did I miss something? Voila. And we are recording on Black Friday, right? Unsubscribe. It all comes in, all those mails come in for all the I no longer wish to. Oh, voila, done. No mails for me anymore. So let's wait for this to pop out. It's actually quite fast. You'll see if you run it, if you test it out. It depends, of course, on your computer, CPU, and all that. But yeah, it's a great way to install ArcoLinux, the ArcoLinux way. With the script Arcoinstall. Not really ArcoLinux way. ArcoLinux way is typing every single command, formatting and everything, right? Let's wait for the script to finish. Voila, almost finished. Where is it? Here. Temp Arch Live out. So, you don't waste maybe a computer system. You grab a virtual machine. Go use the file that's not here, but it's in the temporary file. So if you reboot, it's gone. In here, and you boot up from the DVD, from the CD-ROM, and what do you get? The look of Arch, right? You get an ArcoLinux ISO. Welcome to ArcoLinux. But the script from the guys, from the developer of the script ArcoLinux, is a bit different, looks different. It's still Arch. It's just, the looks are deceptive or deceiving. So, being me, I say I don't want to type load keys be Latin, so that's already covered. I don't want to type Arcoinstall -- advanced there. So that's already changed. Press any key to continue, just keeping there the message for you guys that you know when you type, you're typing in Azerty, Belgian Azerty, by the way. So this is correct for my keyboard, probably not for yours. And let's install Awesome. So locales, that's always my issue. Wouldn't be the world better place if we all had the same keyboard. Oh yeah, baby. Would be so worth it. Disk encryption, you just go over the motions. If you've done this a few times, you say okay. Right. But it's super fast. So much faster than typing everything yourself. It feels like detention time. And here it comes, right? This is our Awesome. BSPWM, still very much Arch. This is new. That's new. Let's go for Awesome. Graphics driver, we are in VirtualBox. Greeter, I do love SDM. Back, choices, right? Choice ahead, choose what you want. And audio, choose whatever you want. Kernels, network, sure, parallel downloads, 21. And the time zone is Brussels. Done. you time how fast it is to have an operating system. It's just amazing. I've done my traveling, right? If you see the videos, I've installed ChatWM on so many systems, made a nice summary of my voyages on ArcoLinux, this one, no, keep going, that one, right? ArcoLinux Nemesis. So lots of videos. We can have control over all these Arch distros, but we can also have control over Alma Linux, Arduino OS, Debian, Fedora, FreeBSD. All of these can have ChatWM. So this thing you see here, everywhere we can have it, and that's finally the goal. But I made a video, a little, well, recent video where I said I kind of love Arch. I'm glad to be back on Arch. So here we are, figuring out the what if I use Arcoinstall and use it to install ArcoLinux, but without Calamares, right? There's no Calamares involved, and just change one thing, the content of the packages, and all the rest stays the same. You can do a compare between Arcoinstall and Arcoinstall and decide whether I'm right? That's xorgs x in it. It goes by as ADM. Poof, done. You see how much time is elapsed between the starting of the configuration. It says 3 minutes here, but sometimes it actually feels even faster. SDDM greets me, the beautiful blue one. Immediately change it. And now we are greeted by this one. Remember, these guys, they have the code of ArcoLinux in etc. We do Control F2 or Control F3 inside here, right? Or Control Alt F1, F2, F3 on real metal. This is VirtualBox. So right Control F1, F2, login, and Scale if it's available. If not, what we do is just have a quick peek. Control F, I guess. Yep, Control F. A quick peek to what was Scale again? Scale was copy pasting everything over. I guess we can't do a peek because Scale is now a command, right? But we want to copy paste everything over from a certain directory to another certain directory. We want to do a copy. We want to do a copy, or let's have a look. It's syscall, right? We want to go in here, ls or ls minus al. We have a .config, and in the .config, ls is what we need. Awesome is there. So we don't have the ArcoLinux awesome yet. So what we need to do is copy paste it over. So if we copy minus R, awesome. Anything else? Oh yeah, power menu, tuner. So a lot of things more. Get everything and put it inside the .config. All right, done. That's it. And R is recursive, so any folder, any file, but every file and folder underneath as well. Let's check. Let's go to the home folder. ls minus al. There's the .config. You go in there. ls. And what you see now, awesome is there, and power menu, and XFCE, and tuner, and Rofi. So yeah, a lot of things that I need are there. And now I can go for a reboot maybe. And now everything will be applied because it will have a look. Is there a configuration? if there is a configuration, what icons do you want, etc, etc, right? So here we are. We've got our, well, Ctrl-Alt-O, PyChem is a bit sick in VirtualBox. So what do we have? NeoFetch is installed, and about fastfetch, nope. So there you go, sudo pacman -s. Let's see here, let's look around. What do we have? 2 lines, that's it. GNU PG, sure. So sudo pacman -s, fastfetch, is that available on these 2? Yes, it is. So was NeoFetch. So now we know where we are. We're on ArcoLinux. We have a kernel 6.12, 470 packages. That's really nothing, right? Normally, me, Eric, right? I want to have lots of packages. 1,200 is certainly the amount, more or less, that I have on a normal system. So there you go. You got yourself ArcoLinux stuff. Although, at this point in time, it doesn't look like it, right? There is no bash. There's no bash completion. So it really is still a lot of work for you to do. Bash completion is available. Super X, log out, log in. That's not my password. Log in. Wait, Eric. All right. Ctrl-Alt-T, Ctrl-Alt-O, PyChem is there. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, right? Kill PyChem. And then, what was I thinking? I forgot why we did that. Ah yeah, the -remove ArcoLinux. So these are the things we've decided to install from ArcoLinux, even though, right, now, if we update, it's not available. And you can keep on thinking, right? Do I have Paru? Do I have Yay? Do I want it? Yeah, I want it. That's a bad idea, right? I want Yay to be there. Fine, go in here. No, not there. Go to your code again. Go to awesome. What did I do in chat.wm? I've added Yay. I've added Paru. You see? And I've also added these 3 guys, or 2 guys. Also git add. Choose what Lego blocks you want to have. So let's get Yay git in. Control C. Here is awesome. Control V. Space. Make it nice, right? Paru is also a good one. But sometimes an application needs a configuration because we don't like the original configuration. Oh, look at that. Here I've used double quotes and here a single quote. So basically it agrees with him, whatever it is. Good to know, good to know. It's learning him. So let's keep everything a little bit consistent. Well, save. Paru git. So that's installed. So I was saying that sometimes these applications need some help. And the ArcoLinux Paru was not installed. Is it even there? Sudo pacman oops. Sudo pacman -s ArcoLinux Paru can be installed, and I don't think we had to do anything for Yay. No. So the only thing, possibility, idea is my settings, right? If you don't like my settings, don't do it. But Paru git is something I'd like to have. Control Alt C, Control Shift C, sorry. Control Shift C, and we want to have ArcoLinux Paru over here. Come on, save. That's chat.wm, we're working in here. So here as well. And this can grow, right? each time you do a build and you install it and say, I'm missing this, I'm missing that. And you start adding Lego blocks, packages, configs. And remember, you install things in etc shell. Arch is not Arco, right? You have the code inside your etc shell. What I'm gonna do is push it to the internet so that you have it too. So then the changes, let's open a terminal first. Added awesome video workflow. You can see that text online, and then what did we do? We did change this. So this is the last update, okay, before that, and now we say let's get awesome in. So this is deleted, but awesome is down here. Alacrity is there, xorg x in it, it's down here somewhere. Xrender, xterm, we don't need xterm, we should delete xterm. Anyway, it's just a Lego block, keep it or not. And here we've added Paru in chat.wm, Paru git, and up here as well, voila. And that's it. I've now created a second desktop. Run build ISO. Make the mistake, pay for the mistake, and now you type sudo in front of it. Okay, and off we go. And that's the fun. You keep changing, adding for the coming months, years. And you have your own ISO, you have Arch. Possibilities are that you use different pacman conf. So in here we tell you don't check for signing, right? I trust my own packages. That's up to you to decide, because my idea was maybe you create your own repo, build your own packages, or you say all the packages I need are on Endeavor or on Garuda, are on Chaotic, right? You change the pacman.conf until it works for you. As long as pacman knows where it is, if it's signed or not, you can say install it. And that's the fun. So let's wait maybe 32 minutes once more for a build, because this is the workflow, right? This is the fun. Creating a new system that you like with the packages and the configs that you like, straight from Arch. Let's pause. It's time to play again. We've got a new ArcoLinux ISO. We've got a virtual machine. It has already chat.wm. We boot up always from the same thing, which is in the temp folder at this point in time. We did not move it. If you reboot, temp is cleaned. Start. Tell them to reboot from the firmware, because we need to launch from the DVD environment and the CD environment. Off it goes, being pure Arch. At this point in time you can do as default Arch install, right? As long as you don't use Arch install script. But we do want to do that because it's so fast. And then we type Arch install. And off we go. I'm gonna skip a few things to make it faster, because in 2 minutes time you may be installing another time, right? Another thing. That's the fun. Change, explore. Awesome is good. No SDM this time, right? Let's use the time to just go quickly through it. Time zone is not important, but okay, voilà. Okay, oh, well, done. That's how quick. I can't do this manually that quick, right? I can't. And with 21 parallel downloads, it's super fast. I will not pause so you see how fast things are installed on my end anyway, right? CPU, memory, the internet, the connection you pay for, the service you're hooked on. It goes so fast I can't even read it. Oh, it's gone. I guess that's one of the reasons why I love Arch. Done, my friends. Reboot. That's how fast it is. Oh, I forgot to do some selection, I guess. Sudo pacman -s is the and let's enable it. Sudo systemctl system. Oh yeah, bash completion is not enabled. Enable SDDM and sudo pacman. I always like this one, -s bash completion. I don't want to type every single letter. Reboot. Forgot to do the scal. It's okay. We're here to learn, to teach. SDM is enabled. Awesome is there. This is the default awesome. Right mouse click, there is some possibilities, but not that much, right? And Control Alt O, because PyChem is there, and PyChem is a bit strange, reacting strange in virtual machine. So we go to TTY, Control F3, Control F4, and Control Alt F1, F2, F3, etc. for real metal. Login, and we're gonna copy paste the etc, the content of etc scal.config. Everything that's in here, you want to have that on your own .config because it contains the configurations of tiling window managers, and Xmonad is not inside .config, it has a .xmonad. Anyway, so keep in mind where's the configuration, what do I need? It's in the etc scal because ArcoLinux works with that, etc, etc, right? So whatever is in there, you need to have it for tiling window manager, not so much for Plasma, GNOME, XFC, and all the others. So put everything in config, please. Thank you very much. Oops, I forgot. I always do that. You probably as well. Think about directories -R, recursive. If you want to see what happens, you go to CD, right? Go inside your own directory. We're already there. Config and ls. There we are. We have to the left the folder awesome. So reboot. Then we get the ArcoLinux look, design, coding, all in, and that's where it's gonna look. It's gonna look, hey, is there a .config awesome? Is there a .config for power menu, etc, etc. So a lot of settings for apps are inside the .config, and otherwise you'll see nothing. Super X is gonna work now, right? Or Super Shift X is gonna work. Picam is sick, right? Control Alt O. Well, it's not sick, and I know how to fix it, but it's more important that it works on real metal rather than here. VirtualBox is just a few minutes and fine, done, right? So Control Alt O, kill Picam, and activate as well, by the way. Super D maybe, okay, Super Shift D, and then Super Enter and Super Shift Enter. Those are the things you need to know, and Super X or Super Shift X to exit. Basically, we have everything we need, right? Sudo pacman minus remove. I have my bash completion. These are the things I decided to install, so no Paru is there as well. And although we have those, right? If you take a look at the system, then it will say those two, pure arch, right? But beforehand, we've already installed everything. NeoFetch is not installed, so if you would have that as the default, so name, it would be nice if we could immediately type in fastfetch or the other one, right? Doesn't really matter. Choose the Lego block you like. So if you say, would be nice to have fastfetch and NeoFetch, both of them, why not? And type in fastfetch. So I'll push that to the internet. So next time I don't need to install it, I'll have it already. And that's the idea. That's what I want to teach you. Make this better until you see that's exactly how I want to work, right? So NeoFetch next time when I build the ISO will be there. Now I have to do NeoFetch. Sure. NeoFetch. Still working, still nice. Fastfetch maybe as an alternative. And that's it for now, I guess. Super Q, Super Shift Q, kill things. And have fun making your own look on things. Don't restrict yourself to the configs of ArcoLinux, maybe. Think broader. Maybe create your own repo at some point in time in your Linux journey. But learn, test, try. The only way to learn is to fail, basically, to make mistakes, and then, oh yeah, that's why. Enjoy this Arcoinstall what if. I'm sure I will make more, but now we have an awesome that we like. Cheers.